Hey guys, Funsho here from We Coach Crypto. Hope you're all doing well. Wanted to give you a market update and go over some of the news stories that we've had going around over the last couple of days. So I'm going to share my screen, just go through those with you guys now. Okay guys, so first thing to mention is this story here about Bitcoin steals 47k from bears as critical BTC price resistance crumbles. Okay, so sellers are now lying in wait above 49,000 as bulls avoid another tumble towards support at $43,000. So what we're looking at here, guys, is we've got a channel between like $42,000 Bitcoin and $51,500 Bitcoin. And in between the two of those is 47k. Now, 47k is a critical level of support that we've just broken out of. So that's given us a much more bullish signal than a bearish one. Okay, so we can see here, okay, these levels of support that we've been trying to break through, and we've just gone above it. We were at about 47,200 roughly. Okay, and I think that that is a good sign, but it still doesn't mean that we're completely out of the woods. You know, this could be a fake out. We could end up coming down lower towards 42, but as things stand from a news perspective, we've got a lot of positive information that is out there. Okay, so ARK Invest as well, it's split 60% Bitcoin, 40% Ether as confidence in ETH grows dramatically. Now, this is something, if you've been following me, that I've been talking about for quite some time about Ethereum. Okay, we called Ethereum years ago. We said that this was going to be a massive cryptocurrency project. We knew because of all the other crypto projects that were building upon it, and even with these gas fees and the problems that we're seeing with Ethereum, there is still massive institutional inflows of money that are coming into the Ethereum projects. And I do believe still Ethereum is on target to be hitting that kind of $10,000 mark, whether it's by the end of the year, early next year. That's what I see happening. Okay, so Ethereum is extremely bullish for me, as is Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is going to easily hit 100k this year. I know it seems crazy, but it will definitely, in my opinion, hit that target. Now, another story that I want to bring to your attention, guys, is a story that is on Decrypt, is about Solana's price crashing 13% as network outage continues. So Solana, you guys know I'm massive on Solana. I've been talking about this thing since it was like $11. It's absolutely flown up, but it has had a crash because it has had so many transactions running through it, and unfortunately the network had an outage. Now, it's been down for nearly 11 hours. Network validators are currently working to restart the network, and they will. You know, I'm not concerned about this. These are teething problems. You see this in new projects, new businesses. You know, everything looks great, and it's all set to be able to facilitate every single thing that they've planned. But when you actually put it into practice and people start running into it and doing God knows how many transactions, you know, you're going to face these kind of little teething problems. I don't see this as a big issue. I see this as an actual great opportunity, because if the price pulls back further because it's currently got this outage, then they fix the problem, which they will. You know, it's not going to be like unfixed. They always fix these problems. Once it's fixed, that's going to then send the price of Solana off again, because everything will be updated and working. And that means there's an opportunity for us to make money. Okay, but it's a big news story, because Solana has obviously been huge in the cryptocurrency press because of its performance. And I wanted to make sure that you guys knew about that, because if you wanted to buy any Solana, obviously it's dropped by 13% over the last 24 hours. And if they haven't fixed this in the next day or two, it's probably going to drop a bit more, and that creates a good buying opportunity. Okay, now, other news that I want to share with you guys. Okay, so the other news story that I wanted to share with you guys, okay, is about Oh, look at this. Here you go. Solana mainnet back online after day in the dark. Engineers succeeded in restoring service across Solana's network of node runners after nearly 20 hours in the dark. So that is good news. Let me just check this out. So I haven't even seen this story. Engineers succeeded in restoring service across Solana network of node runners after nearly 20 hours in the dark. Okay, blockchain validators came back online early Wednesday following a marathon session of fits and starts by engineers racing to restore the service. After being down for more than half a day, the high-speed blockchain succeeded shortly after 1:30 a.m. Eastern Time in pushing a network patch that held across a network of validators. And we're back, declared one developer. Okay, cool. This is good news. Perfect. So, as I said, and I've just come across this story right now. There was an opportunity there, dropped by 13%. They've fixed it. Okay. Now, the next few days are going to be critical because people are going to also see this as an opportunity to buy. And you're also still going to have a lot of institutional money that I believe is going to flow into Solana. So if they manage to hold up and everything's okay, I think that this will be onwards and upwards for them. It's just a teething problem, it's not a massive deal. Right. Anyway, back to the story that I wanted to share with you guys in the first place. I think it's in tech, actually. Yes, this was it. Okay. So this was out yesterday, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, September 14th. Right. So Paxful integrates Lightning Network for Bitcoin transactions. This is a big deal, okay, because Paxful is probably the biggest peer-to-peer site for people to be able to buy and sell cryptocurrencies, PayPal transactions, transfers, bank stuff, you name it, they do it. But it's something that you can do where you don't have to go through an exchange, okay? So the fact that they've integrated the Lightning Network for Bitcoin transactions is a great thing because it's going to speed up the times for them for their transactions, which is going to become way more attractive to lots of people that are looking for that kind of service. So for whatever reason, okay, we're not going to get into the politics, but some people don't like using exchanges. That if I wanted to buy some Bitcoin, I don't have to buy it from Coinbase. I don't have to buy it from Binance. I don't have to buy it from Kraken. What I can do is buy it from another individual, and I can choose to pay for it however I wish. I can meet them and pay them with cash. I can also send them a bank transfer. I can send them a PayPal payment. There's loads of different options that Paxful can offer to people just as alternative payment solutions for crypto. But the fact that they've added the Lightning Network means, as you can see, the global integration will serve over 7 million Paxful users, allowing them to transfer Bitcoin in a matter of seconds with much lower fees. So that is big news for them. I think that they're a huge growing corporation. I remember when they first started out, and I went onto the website. I thought, wow, this is sketchy. I'm not touching this with a barge pole. But they've improved it. And to be fair, they're actually really good. They offer a fantastic service. And, they've come on leaps and bounds. Just like, look at what's happened with Solana. Amazing on the surface. It's come out. The price has exploded. And then they've had a problem. But they've fixed the problem. Same thing with Paxful. Paxful had an issue. It's slow. It was clunky. They've integrated the Lightning Network. This is going to improve things for them because they can carry out transactions a lot faster, and that's going to be attractive to a lot of their customers. And I'm sure that a lot of you that are watching didn't even realize that you could go off and use sites like Paxful.com, which I'll show you. Let's have a little look. Paxful.com. Okay, so this is Paxful. You can buy, sell, create offers. You register with them here. You can become a vendor. So if you're someone that wants to sell cryptocurrency to other people with a premium on top, for example, you could be selling Bitcoin but putting like 2% or 3% on top of it. And, this is where arbitrage starts coming into it. And, also you being able to potentially pick up cryptocurrency a little bit cheaper in other places. I do not mess around with things like this. I think there is plenty of opportunity in the crypto market doing it the way that we tell you. Okay. And, this obviously isn't financial advice, but it's another option that you might not have been aware of that allows you to buy cryptocurrency. So look, I can buy Bitcoin. Okay. Check this out. Now, what I can choose to do is pay via bank transfer, an online wallet. I can use gift cards, cash payments, debit, credit cards, other digital currencies, goods and services. So, I mean, literally, if I wanted to, if I had gift cards, I could buy Bitcoin and someone else would take the gift cards. And likewise, I could pay using my debit and credit card, but it's all about the price. So you can see here, there's loads of different options that you've got. That's just for the debit and credit cards, bank transfers. You can do international wires, domestic wires, faster payments. But what you've got to watch, guys, if you choose to mess around with this kind of thing, is who you are dealing with. Okay. These are all individual people. Okay. And unless they've got fantastic reviews and you've not had any issues, you do not want to be working with these people, in my opinion. Okay. And that doesn't mean that I think Chick Hallisall 440 is not trustworthy. What it means is that London Link, who are probably a company, okay, and they're saying that they're trusted, and they've got 14,258 thumbs up. Okay, I'm going to trust them more than I'm going to trust Versed Limia 296, even though that person's got 12 thumbs up. Okay, and I've got nothing against these people at all. For me, it's so important to make sure that you're working with trusted people with plenty of transaction history. Okay, and you're able to communicate with them too. You want to make sure you've spoken to them, you understand what the process is. When you register with these people as well, they will give you a lot of guidance about what you should and shouldn't do. So things like, you've got to make sure if you're sending someone cryptocurrency that you haven't actually hit the send button until you've actually received your payment that you meant to get. There's a methodology to all of this. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys, and I've got some more news for you. All right, Bitcoin Technicals incoming golden cross. So that is an indicator that means that the likelihood is that we're going to start getting bullish again. Okay, now I obviously looked at this, I think it was sort of late evening yesterday. Okay, and this is written by Michael Vanderpop. Okay, now this guy, he's another crypto analyst. He's fairly well known. He's got a good following. Okay, he does a lot of technical analysis, as you can see here, and you can see that cross was just about to start happening. That was at 46,020 US, and obviously we're now at 47,178. So that we are starting to look bullish. Okay, there's no getting away from that. We've had this dip, all right, that flash crash. We're in a channel. We've got to see if we break out of that channel. But ultimately, there are opportunities out there now, guys. Okay, some of these projects that have pulled back a bit in price, can they pull back further? Yes, they can. Okay, no doubt about that whatsoever. There are times where things look bullish and you go and buy, and then it's like, bang, the whole market could drop 30%, and you're like, oh my God, I could have bought stuff so much cheaper, which is why it's so important to make sure that you've always got some form of liquidity on the sidelines, or as much as you can at least. But as you can see here, he has said crucial levels to watch on the daily Bitcoin chart. His were just here in that channel. Okay, so he said a week ago the market saw a heavy correction as Bitcoin's price tumbled down from 52,000 to 42,000. However, the price of Bitcoin landed on a beautiful support level, resulting in a long wick. Such a long wick implies buying pressure and a new support level. As previously noted, another volatile move took place in the past few days with the fake news about Litecoin partnering with Walmart. Yeah, all about that one. This initially caused a big bounce, which was followed by a significant correction. During such a volatile move, the best thing to do is zoom out and check the markets on the higher time frames, as those often give you an indication of the critical levels to watch, which is exactly what we're doing. These critical levels to watch, and this is obviously in his opinion, are still found between 42,800 and 44,000. Now, I've said to you guys 42,000, and then nearer to the top, the 51.5. So as long as that region sustains support, upward continuation is likely. In other words, the bearish divergence played out with the heavy correction, but the worst may be over if the markets maintain above 42,800 to 44,000. So the likelihood is that it's going to continue to chop around before it decides what it wants to do. And we're bang smack in the middle of that channel right now. So we've got to keep a close eye on it. But we've also got to understand that that high there, we're not up here anymore. We're in that channel. Yes, we could break down lower, but we might start breaking up higher. So if you have some liquidity on the sideline, this is an okay time to buy. It's not the perfect time, like I said before, but it is an okay time to spend some of your liquidity. So there's a nice news update for you guys. Okay, any questions, as always, put them in the comments below and we will get back to you. And if you've taken anything from the video, please like it, please share it, and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and also hit the notification bell for future videos, and look forward to catching up with you guys in the next one. Take care.